we're back with the action, and coming down the aisle right now is the unpredictable Cactus Jack. Bruno, this man is from the Twilight Zone.
I'll tell you something. He is really something to look at. We know he's he's really a maniac in that ring. But I'll tell you what, he is a tough cookie.
And his opponent, Bruno, is your son, David Sammartino.
Well, you know, this I can tell you this about David Sammartino. Of course, he is my son, but David has been wrestling, believe it or not, in the amateur since he was about 8 years of age. And he's a veteran now. He's at it for about 9 years. But I'll tell you what, right now, David is really going to be put to the test because this man does not deal with a full deck. This guy is an orthodox kind of wrestler. He's dangerous, and he's rather vicious.
Well, I'll say this about Cactus Jack. I've seen him work before, and I believe he's 36 cards short of a full deck.
Well, you're right, baby, but I'll tell you what, he's still extremely tough guy.
There's no love lost between these two guys.
This is Cactus Jack, and I would rather hurt a man than love a woman. But today, David Sammartino, in front of a national TV audience, I'm going to have to settle for hurting you. Cactus Jack, let's not talk about hurt, but rather survival. Because if you think David Sammartino is a walk in the park, well, I'll take that walk in the park and I'll turn that into the most terrorizing obstacle course that you've ever met in your career.
Hey, Bruno, look at David. He's giving Cactus Jack some good shots in the midsection.
Yes, but boy, there's no love lost between these two, is there? And here comes a buckle. Boom.
Oh, boy. Illegal move, Bruno.
Well, he's using the ropes for leverage, but David was lucky to kick out. But there he could have gotten a pin and a loss, but he was able to kick out. And there's a big chop.
The big man went down, but he's right up.
He's saying, hey, punk, you do that again, and I'm really going to teach you a lesson. And David says, don't talk to me like that, and he slaps him twice, 3 times.
David has a temper, Bruno. Look at the temper on David. Well, maybe he can knock some sense into Cactus Jack's head, huh?
Well, he just got him out with a knee in the lower back, and I'll tell you what, that's rough. And ooh, knee to the arm as he hangs onto that arm. Let's see what David wants to do. Probably wants to bring him down on the mat, keeps working on the arm, which is a good idea, and hammerlocks him.
It appears to me that David wants to be a scientific wrestler, Bruno, like you were, but he's so fired up with this Cactus Jack, he's approaching him almost through a methodical point of view.
Okay, right now he's sticking to the hammerlock. You see, you can't go in a ring with a Cactus Jack and have any thoughts at all that you're going to have a scientific match, because it will not be possible. You've got to go out there prepared, mentally and physically prepared, and you're going there for a war. Right now it's overhead wrist lock, and let's see who's going to be stronger. Looks like right now that Cactus Jack is the stronger of the two.
Well, David came back, and he pulled his hair.
But a nice little reverse and back to the hammerlock. That was a good move by David.
It almost appears as if Cactus Jack looks like a mad scientist, Bruno.
Well, I'll tell you what, really, he's a scary-looking guy. Ooh, driving that shoulder and that buckle, I'll tell you, that hurts. And now that knee to the lower back.
Nothing seems to faze this guy, though. He just pops right up and he goes, look at the face on this man.
The reputation that Cactus Jack has is that he can take punishment like no other man, and that's true. I've seen this guy take blows that anybody else would have been carried out on a stretcher, and he just keeps coming back.
David looks pretty ripped here, Bruno.
Well, he's got an arm bar now, and you see this when you put the pressure properly on this, you put pressure on the elbow, the wrist, and of course I think he may even be yanking on a finger or two here.
Well, it seems to me that Cactus Jack is just kind of resting. He's not out of wind. In fact, look, he's retaliating right now.
Well, not out of wind, but I think David for a while was outmaneuvering him. But right now, Cactus Jack with those mighty blows of his, he has stunned David and just threw him to the buckles, and let's see what goes from here. And whips him again.
Well, of course, Cactus has...
Whoa, did you see that? He wanted to give a shoulder block to David. David ducked, and he threw right between those ropes against that steel post. And look at the guy. He's back in there in action. Unbelievable.
He's got him back down with that arm bar, Bruno.
Well, you know, one wise thing, when you get a man and you're weakening a certain part of his body, if you can stay with it, keep working on it, and if you eliminate, for example, if he takes all the zap out of that arm, you know, it really handicaps Cactus Jack to where he will not have the power to use that arm, and you know, you're weakening, we're really weakening him. Now, the Sammartino, you see how he's rowing and rowing. He's really ramming that up there, that arm up there, and he's really doing a number here, not only on the elbow, but on his shoulder as well.
Yeah, I think Cactus Jack is at a little disadvantage here because he is weakening that arm.
But keep in mind, we're talking about Cactus Jack. This guy, where somebody else ordinarily might even be at a point of submission here, this guy here, he gets up often. I've seen him other times, and you know, it's like nothing happened. He just, I don't know what it is with the guy. He feels no pain.
Yeah, see, I believe David should be on him more. He should be punishing him more rather than giving Cactus Jack the time right now to kind of get a breather.
Well, that's true, but in a sense, he's really trying to hang on to that arm. Tries to see, he's still working on that arm.
He's counting on him.
Well, this is an illegal move itself, but hey, when you're with Cactus Jack, you can't worry too much about the rule book because Cactus Jack doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, see, David's at a pretty bad weight advantage here, Bruno, and I believe that's affecting him getting Cactus down right.
Well, right now, Cactus Jack delivered a pretty good blow on the side, the lower red area of David, because he's in pain. But look at this now. What's he doing? Biting him.
Biting his stomach. Oh, this man is a madman.
Rams his head right against that buckle. Clothesliner.
Wow, this looks like it could be it, wrestling fans.
Now you see Cactus
going down for the pin, Bruno.
Yeah, let's see though. I don't think he'll hold David down. David's not going to go down that easy. He'll have to do more than that to keep him down for a pin. But you see the thing about this Cactus Jack. After all the punishment he took, okay, all the punishment, we just ripped him out of the ring. And look at him now. He's back now, and he's got the edge. He's got the advantage. See what I mean? This guy feels no pain.
Yeah, David looks like he appears to be hurt right here. He appears to be hurt. What's he going to do, Bruno? Oh, my, what a devastating blow to the throat, Bruno. Cactus is getting back in the ring, and David, I'm very concerned about him right now. We're going to have to find out what happens to David after this. Fans went back to action here. David appears to be dazed, but he's going back in the ring, Bruno. Bruno, let me ask you, how does it feel as being the father? Doesn't this bother you of what just occurred here in the ring?
First of all, just seen my son, to answer your question, take a tremendous suplex here, and he's down, and let's see what happens here. 1, 2. Oh, just kicked out in time. You know, look, Herb, I've been asked that question many, many times, and as a professional, I tried to be a professional. Deep down in my guts, of course it bothers me. Every time I see him take a blow, it hurts me. But as a commentator, as a guy who's been in the ring for all these years, I have to play it just like David's just another wrestler. That's what I have to do. But naturally, I feel it inside. Right now, the main thing here, he's caught in a chin lock by this, I was going to say maniac, maybe being a little partial here, but that's how I view this man. But this chin lock here can be very, very, much more painful than it appears.
Well, it appears, Bruno, that Cactus Jack does have the edge over David because I'm sure he's still recuperating from that devastating blow to the throat, and maybe he's regaining a little strength here.
David's got a lot of power, as you can see. Look at those biceps as he pulled his arms apart. But, well, Cactus Jack just came with a knee right in the middle of the back. And that took a little steam out of David again, and he's caught in the same reverse chin lock again.
Yeah, Cactus Jack is staying on him. He's on him.
Let me say this about David, my son. You know, David's experimented with his body weight. I remember when he weighed 255, and he was a very powerful power lifter. But now he's down to about 225. He tells me that perhaps he's not as strong as he was, but he feels like he has more speed, he has great stamina, and he believes that he still has a lot of strength. And look at this, he's still caught this chin lock, and somehow I can't seem to be able to escape it. And I'm a little surprised. Uh-oh, wait a minute. David is steady. There he is.
Looks like he's picking him up. Yes, he is. What is this?
Oh, what a backdrop. What a backdrop. And now, you know what? Cactus Jack is absolutely at the back of his head. Now, right now, David, if he's got any strength, he should get up. He should get up right now and really take over. Well, you know, a while ago you said here's a man who wasn't able to fool that, but he sure was thought quick that time because as David came off those ropes where he got him in a bear hug and then he gave him that atomic drop and now a headbutt and again, David appears to be in trouble.
Now David is dazed. They're both out in the ring apron. They're both outside the ring.
But did you see how he did it? Here's this maniac. He came running, he clotheslined David, he threw himself to use more leverage in order to bring David over. But you know what? In reality, I think he took a bigger fall. He landed harder out there than David did.
But he doesn't even appear to be dazed, Bruno. He's up and going.
That's the reputation of Cactus Jack, that this guy, for whatever reason, feels no pain.
Well, it appears as Jack's going to give David more punishment. What have we got here?
He's trying to give David a suplex, and he's not doing it. He's not. David is resisting, but of course, let's see what happens.
Oh, a reverse suplex by David Sammartino.
Now, ordinarily, a suplex on a hard foot like that should be it. That should be it. Follows up with a big kick to the head. And look at this guy. Look at Cactus Jack. I mean, he's in the receiving end, but look at him. He's not out by any means.
David appears to have got the days out of him right now. He's mad, Bruno. David looks mad.
He's fired up. Big shot. One shot. Second shot. See, right now that he's got the guy. Look at it. You gotta go. You gotta deliver every blow that you can imagine. Those slaps, well, chops fine. But those slaps, you're not gonna hurt the Cactus Jack with a slap.
Any ordinary man would have been down for the count, Bruno, at this point.
Right now, beautiful kick. Right in the midsection.
Holding him in a small package. 1, 2.
Almost, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. Laps and right to the midsection. Boom, good speed.
David's giving him some illegal punches there.
I don't know if you hit this guy in the head if it affects him any. Center rope. Whoa, a neck breaker.
Wow, that looked. Well, I hate to say, but it appears as Jack should get on him right now.
Come on, David. Come on, get up. You know, a neck breaker like that often enough, I've seen any opponent after that move where he's out for the count. And
rams his head to the mat, fans. Maybe they're both tiring here a little bit, but...
Jack, here he goes, whipping him to the buckle.
Right in the small of the back, Bruno. David.
Well, he threw him so hard that when he hit that buckle, it came flying over. That came flying right off of it.
Jack just picks him up again. Looks like a reverse cradle here.
What a backslide. No, I think he wants to get him on a backslide. Come on, bend over. If he can bend over and bring him over his shoulder, he'll have him on a backslide. I don't know if it's sufficient for a pin, but it can happen. It can happen.
Maybe pin. No.
Gee, only a boy, this guy. I tell you,
these guys are really going at it now. I think it's a matter of stamina and agility at this point, Bruno. Who's going to be the victor of this match?
Well, you see now, that's, David was out punching. What's he do? He's scraping across the eyes, and that didn't slow him down too much. Leg down, brings him down. You got to deliver some big blows right now.
Well, Jack having the height and the weight advantage over David, it seems as if it's playing more of an advantage or a disadvantage to David at this time.
Yeah, but right now, listen, he's got the upper hand here. Let's just wait and see, because right now he does seem to have Cactus Jack kind of hurt. Look at that, that big, powerful knee right to the side of the head.
Yeah, Jack appears to be tiring right here, Bruno.
Well, I don't know if he's tired. I think that... Yeah, there we go. So I was going to say, he looks like the
What is this? What is this?
No, that was ridiculous. That would be a disqualification. It has to be. You don't do that to an official. That has to be a disqualification.
Out of the sky blue, Cactus Jack headbutts the referee. I don't understand it.
I don't know, maybe the referee told him to break, maybe the referee told him to... I don't know what happened. Why would he do that? He raises his hand. No way, pal. It can't happen.
Referee is getting back in the ring. I don't really know what the official announcement will be here, wrestling.
There's the replay. Look at this. A deliberate headbutt. Hey, when you do that, that's it. He's disqualified. No question about it. David is the winner.
Wow! The referee awards the decision to David Sammartino.